Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're here at Disney's Animal Kingdom and it is time for another round of Pin Bingo. And today's bingo card is themed to Disney villains. I'm really excited for this one and very hopeful. I've seen a lot of these pins on the board before, and of course the goal is full board bingo. If we get full board bingo, I can buy whatever I want inside the park. No price limit, and there is a brand new Zootopia collection out, which I still need a few pieces from, so hopefully full board bingo. If I get full board bingo, I'm buying the whole collection right here, right now, today. If we get regular bingo, we get to get ourselves a little treat, and the treat we've been doing is the Adventureland blind box. So we got to open 2 already, so if we get regular bingo, we'll just do the blind box, but full board bingo is the goal. So let's take a look at our bingo card today. Before we take a look at the bingo card, here's a look at the Loungefly I'm using today. It is my custom Mickey Mouse Loungefly that was totally stoned and bedazzled by that Disney Guy 88 on TikTok. He does incredible work and he made this bag. I hope the camera is picking up just all those sparkles. Like, that is an incredible Loungefly. I said this was going to be my special occasion Loungefly, and Pin Bingo is always a special occasion, so hopefully this will bring me some luck. And today I also paired it with my Germany Pavilion lug bag. Y'all know I love my lug bags. Now, let's get into our bingo card. Again, this is all Disney villains. So, today we're on the hunt for Evil Queen, Jafar, Percy, Ursula, Oogie Boogie, Scar, Queen of Hearts, Yzma, Maleficent, Diablo, Iago, Dr. Facilier, we have our free spot in the middle, Gaston, Lady Tremaine, Hades, Captain Hook, Lucifer, Cruella de Vil, Pain and Panic, or Pain or Panic, Ursula's Eels, Hyenas, Trinabog, Mother Gothel, Shen Yu from Mulan. So hopefully we can score full board bingo. I'm pretty hopeful. I think we might get it today. And then of course the pins we're going to be trading for are mostly Boo Boo Kitties. So I have all of these Boo Boo Kitties down here and all of these Boo Boo Kitties here. And then of course we always bring some real deal banana peel pins just in case we find any real deal and we got to do an equal value trade. So we have all of these and all of these. And now let's go ahead and remove our free spots. So we got a sticker, boom, first sticker on the board. All right, let's get into Pin Bingo. Our first pin board is gonna be here at the Rainforest Cafe. Right before you enter the park, they have a gift shop which has a pin board. Let's go. So here's a look at the pin board in the Rainforest Cafe, and today's bingo card is all villains, and I do not see any villains here. So let's head to our next. So our first pin board was a wash, nothing for our bingo card. That's all right. We got a ton of pin boards here at Animal Kingdom. We will get full board bingo today. I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. So our next pin board is going to be over at the ticket booth. Underneath the elephant, there's a pin board. You just got to talk to the cast member and they'll show it to you. So let's head over to that one. So here is the Disney Animal Kingdom sign, and the pin board is going to be at one of these ticket booths. You can go to any one of them. They all connect and any cast member here can grab the pin board for you. So let's see if we can score something here. All right, so here's a look at the pin board at the ticket booth, and I did some pre-scanning and I already traded. They did have 2 villain pins that I needed. Sorry, I got too excited, but score. So we scored 2 pins for our bingo card. Sorry, I didn't show the transaction of the pin. I just got so excited. And then also the cast members get really into the bingo card and she got really excited, but we did score 2 pins and I traded away 2 Star Wars Boo Boo Kitty pins. These are definitely Boo Boo Kitty, but we do need them for today. So let's go ahead and remove these from our bingo card. So we have Evil Queen, Perfection, and we also have the Queen of Hearts. Ooh, look at that. Almost got diagonal. We're 2 away from diagonal. We need Cruella de Vil and Shen Yu, and then we got our first bingo. I know we're gonna get full board bingo today. I feel it in my bones. It's all around me. It's in the air. It's gonna happen right here today in this video. Now let's scan into the park and then we'll head to guest relations. That's where our next pin board's gonna be. Okay, so we made it into the park. Let's head over to guest relations and take a look at this pin board. Here's a look at the pin board in the guest relations. And I did some pre-scanning. I don't see a villain. Oh gosh, I hope I don't go back, edit this, and then see like 4 or 5 villains just staring me in the face. This happens every time. Yeah, and they eat me up in the comments. Okay, I don't see a villain. So I think who's... Oh, wait, that's Trinabog, right? Oh, yeah, we got a villain. Perfection. So I'll take this one here, and then I'll give you Clawhauser. Ding, 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 my friends. We scored the Trinabog tie. This is actually the chaser from, like, this tie set, but unfortunately, this did get Boo Boo Kittied. And there he is. You can see his face. That is most definitely Trinabog. So let's go ahead and remove that from our bingo card right here. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So our next stop is gonna be Garden Gate Gifts. Sometimes the pin board is outside right on this table, but if you don't see it, just head inside. It should be at the counter. All right, so here's a look at the pin board in Garden Gate Gifts, and I already see Maleficent, who we do need. So let's put her to the side, and then we'll trade away this Alice A. You just gotta make sure you're not leaving duplicate pins on the board. We are good. I do not see her on the board. So we'll put you here, and then I spotted another one. There is Iago from Aladdin, which we also need. So we're gonna take this one as well. You can do 2 trades at a board, no more than that. And let's leave behind, oh, Judy Hopps. We'll leave Judy Hopps behind. Just make sure she's not here. We're good. Perfect. We just scored 2 pins for bingo. Ding, 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 my friends. We just scored 2 more pins. So we got a Maleficent pin, and we also got Iago. So let's go ahead and remove those from our bingo card. Here is Iago. Perfection. And we also have Maleficent, which is right here. Sweet. Oh, man. Oh, today's the day. I'm telling you, today is the day. Now we are on Discovery Island. We have a few pin boards in this area. So here at Animal Kingdom, pretty much every refreshment cart is going to have a pin board. So let's start here and then work our way through the shops. So here's a look at the pin board at the refreshment cart. And I did some pre-scanning. There's only a Maleficent pin, and that's about it for villains. So let's head to our next board. Nothing on the pin board for our bingo card at the refreshment cart. Here at Island and Mercantile, they have a pin board, and it's always sitting right outside. So we're doing bingo today, and I gotta find all these different villains. So you already had Yzma, so now I'm checking the board. And there are some villains on here, but I already have those for my bingo card. But we did just score Yzma off a pin trading cast member, so that's a score. I'll show you guys right now. Okay, so nothing on the pin board, but the pin trading cast member had a lanyard. I don't like to film cast members' lanyards just because I would have to put the camera just really close to their face, and I'm sure that's uncomfortable for them. So they had the Yzma bowling pin, which we need. And if I'm gonna be honest, I was a little nervous about Yzma just because we don't have a ton of Yzma pins out there. So that was a score. The pin board did have some villains, but they were ones we already have, like Evil Queen. Why can't I get the sticker? There you go. Yeah, so we already had those, but boom, Yzma, perfection, perfection. We're currently inside Island Mercantile, and I just want to see if there are any pin trading cast members. But ladies and gentlemen, they have all of the Zootopia plushies for the build your own headband. So Clawhauser's available, Judy's available, and so is Nick. And the mini plushies are $13.99, and then the headband is sold separately, and the headband is $11.99. So I did spot a pin trading cast member in here. She had a lanyard, and look what was on her lanyard. The Hades. Perfect, which we need for pin bingo, and it was a real deal banana peel pin. So I took this and I traded away the Lion King pin that we had on here. Equal value trade, you know, real for real, Boo Boo Kitty for Boo Boo Kitty. And let's go ahead and remove Hades. Gorgeous. Oh man, we're crushing it. We are crushing it right now. Here is all the Zootopia 2 merchandise, and if we get full board bingo, I'm getting the Better Together t-shirt. I'm also getting the crew neck. There's a hat. I'm getting the whole collection. I want everything. Here's the crew neck. I want this crew neck. I want this hat. I pretty much have like a lot of this stuff already because I've ordered it on Shop Disney. I got that one literally like 2 days ago. There's another shirt there that I don't have just yet, so maybe we'll get that as well. This is my time to shine. I'm a Zootopia super fan, and I pretty much need everything here. Well, my friends, I just ran into 2 friends who watch Bryn and Mikey, and look what they had. Pain and Panic, perfection. And then also another pin trading cast member came by, and they had Lucifer on their lanyard. So we just scored 2 more pins. So let's go ahead and remove these from our bingo card. So Pain and Panic right here, and then Lucifer right here. And now we are just 1 away from getting our first bingo, which we need Percy. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So Island Mercantile was a smash hit. We scored so many pins in there. Our bingo card is looking so good. Now, before we head to our next pin board, I just want to publicly apologize to Bryn and Mikey. Ran into them in here. They asked me to sign the Book of Friends, and I always carry the Book of Friends with me. And today I did a quick change where I switched Loungeflies and I forgot to grab my Book of Friends. So Mikey and Bryn, I am so sorry that I didn't have the book. This is the one time y'all will catch me slipping. I always carry that book with me, and it's a book where if you see me in the park, you can ask to sign it and you can write whatever you want in there. We've gone through 4 books already of just different friends from all around the world pretty much, and I'm so mad I don't have the Book of Friends. And the Book of Friends is for people who like truly watch, because I will never present the Book of Friends to you. You have to request the Book of Friends. So I'm so upset with myself. I really do apologize. I always carry that book, and the one day you catch me slipping. Okay, so now we're gonna cross over to Discovery Trading Company. Looks like the pin board is outside today, but the Merry Menagerie is out and about. They are scooting and booting up Discovery Island. Again, this is my favorite thing for the holidays. There's the guy with his violin, the beautiful birds, the guy playing the pan flute. I think that's a pan flute, but it's my favorite. And here comes the mommy polar bear. Just so good. This is my favorite thing ever. So here's a look at the pin board, and ding, there is a Cruella butterfly and also Gaston, which we definitely need for pin bingo. And let's trade away. Let's do the Goofy and the Vinylmation of Minnie. Just make sure they're not on the board. Okay, we're good. So we just scored 2, well actually 3, because I ran into a friend who watches, Michaela and Nick, 2 friends who watch, sorry. And they had the Ursula, and I traded away the Coda Pixie Plush. So we just scored Ursula. We also scored the Cruella de Vil Butterfly and Gaston. So we have 3 to remove right here, right now. I cannot believe how well we are doing. This is amazing. So we got Ursula, bada bing, bada boom. We also got Gaston, bada bing, bada boom, and we got Cruella de Vil. Oh, just absolutely stunning babes. We're killing it. Sorry, that's my English accent. All right. Let's head inside. I feel like the universe is truly on my side today because it knows how bad I want all of the Zootopia merchandise, and it's saying, you know what, we're gonna give Kevin a little sprinkle of magic, and we're really gonna help him out with Pin Bingo today, because this is great. This is great. We haven't even made it off of Discovery Island yet, and we are crushing it. So thank you, Pin Gods, for being on my side, and also thank you to the friends who watch, who I'm bumping into here in the park, who are truly helping out with Pin Bingo. Okay, so I popped into Discovery Trading Company to see if there were any pin trading cast members, and I did run into one with a lanyard, and ding, we got Captain Hook, another bowling pin. Sweet. So let's go ahead and remove this from our bingo card as well. Right, we do need Captain Hook. I'm sure he's on here. Did we get him already? Oh, Captain Hook, right. Oh, Captain Hook, and we got our first bingo. Yes, let's go. So we definitely can get something, a little treat today, like a blind box. So hooray. Let's do another sweep, see if we spot any more. So we're gonna do a lap and see if we spot any more pin trading cast members, but I do apologize for not showing like the pin trades going down. It's just the lanyards. I really don't want to make cast members feel uncomfortable, so I don't film them. A pin pad, sure, but the lanyard, I don't do the lanyard. You guys, the friends who watch are just coming through today. Ran into a friend who watches, Dan, who was celebrating getting an annual pass, so shout out to you, Dan. But Dan had a Jafar pin, which we need for bingo, so let's go ahead and remove that from our bingo card. Boom, sweet. So let's just review our bingo card and who we're still missing. We need Percy, Oogie Boogie, Scar, Diablo, Dr. Facilier, Lady Tremaine, Ursula's Eels, the Hyenas, Mother Gothel, Queen Icon, and Shun Yu. The Shun Yu, there is a Shun Yu pin in the Villains blind box, which I'm hoping we run into a friend who watches who has that pin, because I think that's the only way we're gonna score that Shun Yu. But honestly, you never know. Discovery Trading Company was an absolute smash. I cannot believe how well we are doing This is fantastic. Now I do want to swing around the side because sometimes there's a pin board at the little guest service booth that they have here. It's going to be across from where Nick and Judy now have their meet and greet. But let me tell you something. I am overcome with emotion because I'm running into a lot of friends and they're like checking their bags, checking all of their pins just to see if they have anything to help with pin bingo. And I just appreciate it so much. Like, I have tears forming in the eyes, but I do not cry on the internet because I don't like to cry on the internet. But I am overcome with emotion. So here's a quick look at the pin board, and ding, 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 there is a scar pin, which we need. So let's leave behind the Stormtrooper here. Take this one here. And I think that's it. Also, there's a line, so we gotta be fast. All right, we'll just take this one. That's good. So we just scored another pin. We got the scar. Let's go ahead and remove that from our bingo card. Great. So we're absolutely crushing it. Let's keep this momentum going. Let's head into DinoLand USA, or what's left of DinoLand USA. They still have pin boards over there. There's one at the Dino Institute gift shop. And then there's also one at the refreshment cart. And I think that might be it. So we do have a refreshment cart here at the entrance to DinoLand, but it's not open. Sometimes this little station here has a pin board. It's usually set up like right here at the base, but don't see it today. Yeah, no pin board today here. So we're headed to Dino Institute gift shop. But before we do, refreshment cart with a pin board. Let's go take a look. Here's a look at the pin board at the refreshment cart by Dino Institute gift shop. And no villains for our bingo card. So nothing for our bingo card at the refreshment cart. Now we're gonna head to Dino Institute gift shop. But first, hello Dino Booty. All right, let's go. Pretty soon there will be no more Dino Booty for us to look at, and that kind of makes me sad. Even though I was never like the biggest fan of dinosaur and like the attraction or this land, I'm gonna be a little sad. I'm gonna miss that booty. I will miss that booty. Here's a look at the pin board in Dino Institute gift shop. And I did some pre-scanning. I really like to check these silver ones. There is a villain, but we don't need him. That Daisy one is great. All right, there's nothing for our bingo card, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a Ursula. Alrighty, let's keep moving. No luck here at a Dino Institute gift shop. And the cast member double-checked the pin board just to make sure I didn't leave anything behind, and he said he didn't see anything. So if I did miss something there, he's going down with me, so. Okay, we're all done here in the dinosaur area. Those are our only two pin boards. Let's start making our way around to Finding Nemo the Rusical. So heading towards Finding Nemo the Rusical, we have a refreshment cart coming up, which also has a pin board. So here's a look at the pin board at the refreshment cart, and unfortunately, no villains here. So nothing on the pin board for me at the refreshment cart by Finding Nemo the Rusical. Now we're gonna do a walk by and see if the pin boards are available. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. They're in the shape of Peach and Pearl from the film. No, they're literally actively loading in a show right now. So no pin board right now, but a lot of friends who watch are out today in Animal Kingdom. I've met at least like 15 people that watch my videos already, so the friends are truly out. I have spoketh too soon. The pin board is out here by Finding Nemo the Rusical. And the pin board is available by Finding Nemo the Rusical. Here is a look at the pins. No villains here, and this is the pin pad, and no villains here either, but the pin boards are available. All right, so nothing by Finding Nemo the Rusical, but the pin board was available. This one was in shape like Peach or Pearl, so I guess it does, it varies depending. I don't know, but nothing there. Let's start making our way towards Expedition Everest. We have a refreshment cart coming up, and then Expedition Everest pin board is like out here across from the refreshment cart under the umbrella, or sometimes it's a little closer to like the entrance of it, so it varies as well. That was a lot, huh? So here's a look at the pin board by the refreshment cart. Okay, so I believe that's Trinabog, which we already got. If not, sorry to that man. And that looks to be our only villain on the board here. Okay, that's a Yeti. Alrighty, nothing for our bingo card here. So now we're gonna cross over to the umbrella because that's where Expedition Everest has their pin board. Let's go. Here's a look at the pin board by Expedition Everest. I did some pre-scanning. I don't see anything. What's this pink one? I can't tell what that is. So, alright, don't need that. And, alright, I don't see anything we need for our bingo card here. let's keep moving. And nothing on either of those pin boards for our bingo card. That's all right. We're going to keep making our way towards Africa. We do have another refreshment cart coming up, which also has a pin board. Hopefully we'll score something there. Fingers crossed. We stumbled upon another refreshment cart, and this one also has a pin board. So let's check it out. So here's a look at the pin board at the refreshment cart. Okay, we got a Captain Hook. That is Indiana Jones guy. And that looks to be our only villain. Yeah, that's our only villain here. Alrighty, let's keep moving. That pin board was a wash, nothing for our bingo card. Now we're gonna head towards the Maharaj Jungle Track because there's usually a pin trading cast member back there. There's also a refreshment cart, and Kali River Rapids, the attraction, is currently down, or it's going under refurbishment right now, but they added a pin board outside. So let's take a look at this one first and then make our way towards the Maharaj Jungle Track. So here's the entrance of Kali River Rapids, and the pin board is just right outside. So here's a look at the pin board at Kali River Rapids. Now they did have a Percy pin. Sorry, the lighting is horrendous, but that's Percy, and then I traded away that Donald there. And let's just do another sweep, make sure we're not forgetting anybody, because I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. You always do. Alrighty, I think that's our only one. So we just scored the Percy, who was a real deal banana peel pin. So I put down the Donald in the car, and the cast members were super excited to help me because he spotted the Percy and he was like, I have it. So let's go ahead and remove that from our bingo card. All right, and we just scored another bingo. So we have straight down and across. Sweet, sweet. I was chatting with them, and he was looking at like the pins we're currently missing, and he said it's doable. It is doable. He says the only one that he's like a little iffy about is the Shun Yu, which I was telling him, yeah, I think so, because the only way I think we'll get a Shun Yu is from pin trading with a friend who watches, who is actively working on that villain's blind box, who happens to have a duplicate. So I believe we're gonna find it. I truly do. The universe is on my side today. Also, Mother Gothel is still on here. Queen Icon. See her every single day. Where are you, Diva? Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? All right, let's head towards the back, towards Maharaj Jungle Track. Sorry, I made eye contact with somebody. They're staring at me. And this is extremely awkward, but yeah, all right, let's go. Okay, so straight ahead is the Maharaj Jungle Track, which we're gonna head to, but first, there's a refreshment cart. So here's a look at the pin board at the refreshment cart by the Maharaj Jungle Track, and unfortunately, no villains. Alrighty. Okay, so here's a look at the pin board by the Maharaj Jungle Track, and ladies and gentlemen, ding, 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 Mother Gothel, Queen Icon, finally. We were just talking smack about her, and now she revealed herself, so perfect. So we're gonna take that Diva, and then we're gonna trade away the Aurora pin, and then Minnie with a Bob, also Queen Icon. That is, it looks like Minnie with a Bob, right? All right, friends, we just scored Mother Gothel, Queen Icon. Not Grand Supreme, but the Grand Supreme was on the board, Minnie with a Bob. And then the cast member started laughing. She was like, it is giving Minnie with a Bob. And I was like, that is Minnie with a Bob. She is a cultural icon. She's everything, honestly. She is everything. All right, let's go ahead and remove Mother Gothel from our bingo card because we just scored her. Hello, Diva. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got another bingo. 2 straight down and 1 across, right? Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more pins. We're missing. We need Oogie Boogie, Diablo, Lady Tremaine, Dr. Facilier, Ursula's Eels, the Hyenas, Shun Yu. Okay, we still have a long way to go. We're pretty much at the halfway point, and I'm confident. I'm feeling very confident. We got this. We got this, because I'm walking away with that Zootopia collection. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? So once you're done with the Maharaj Jungle Track, if you keep heading down this path, there's going to be a souvenir shop called Mandala Gifts, and Mandala Gifts has a pin board. Here is Mandala Gifts. Let's pop inside and take a look at this pin board. Here's a look at the pin board at Mandala Gifts. Now there is a Jack Skellington pin, but I need Oogie Boogie. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Let's keep moving. Nothing at Mandala Gifts for our bingo card, but that's all right because across the way there's a Disney Vacation Club counter, and it looks like they got a pin board. Have they always had a pin board? Have I been missing this pin board? I'm sure someone has been saying it in the comments for like months, and I just didn't now see. So here's a look at the pin board at the DVC counter. Look, that's a really, really good Baymax pin. Okay, nothing for bingo, but I think we'll take that Baymax pin because it's awesome. And then we're going to do an equal value trade. So whenever you see something good like that, make sure you're leaving something good for the next person. And then I say we trade away the evil queen. No, who is that? Queen of Hearts. Let's do that one. So the DVC counter didn't have anything for pin bingo, but we did score an incredible Baymax pin. And then we traded away the Queen of Hearts. So I would consider that a win. Now, we're going to head towards Feathered Friends in Flight. Now, Feathered Friends in Flight sometimes has a pin board, maybe a little bit later in the day, or if there's no show, they kind of bring it out. Right now, there is an active show right now, so there will be no pin board. But across the way from Feathered Friends in Flight, there is a refreshment cart with a pin board by Feathered Friends in Flight. So here's a look at the pin board at the refreshment cart by Feathered Friends in Flight, and no villains here. Alrighty. The pin board was awash, but there was a lady in line and she overheard me and she said she has 2 pins that I need. So bada bing, bada boom, there is Diablo, which is a Maleficent's crow, and ladies and gentlemen, we also have the eels. Man, community, I'm telling you, community is everything. Pin community is just truly the best. So let's go ahead and remove these from our bingo card. So, Ursula's eels, bada bing, bada boom. These stickers are really trying me today. Okay, Ursula's eels, boom, done, another bingo. How I'm doing. All right, next up, we got Diablo, and once again, how I'm doing. Look at all of these bingos. Beautiful. We're missing Oogie Boogie, Lady Tremaine, Dr. Facilier, Hyenas, Shun Yu. 5 more pins. 5 more pins, my friends. So now we're going to head towards Africa and take a look at the pin boards in that area. But we do have another cart coming up. Well, it's actually the guest experience team Blue Umbrella. So there's like a podium there and a pin board. So let's go see if we've got anything there for pin bingo. This is the pin board at the guest experience team. I did some pre-scanning and I didn't see anything we need for bingo. Oh, but Stitch as Darth Plagueis, or yeah, right? I don't know. Nothing on that pin board for me. We're gonna head towards Harambe Market. Hopefully the pin board is available. That Stitch was actually Darth Sidious, not Darth Plagueis, sorry. This is Harambe Market and it's not open, which means there's no pin board here. The pin board would usually be set up right there on that barrel. This has been closed for a hot minute, no? Let's see if the pin board is available at Mombasa Marketplace. And once again, the pin board is not available because if it was, it's usually set up right here. But let's see if there are any pin trading cast members around. So no pins at Mombasa Marketplace. And also, there used to be a refreshment cart just right here in the corner. Also not available, completely gone. We got one more stop in this area, and that's gonna be the pin station. So it's where they sell all the pins, pin accessories. There's a pin board set up over there. So let's take a look at that one, and then we'll start making our way towards Festival of the Lion King because we got pin boards in that area. This is the pin station. Let's take a look at the pin board. All right, so here's a look at the pin board at the pin station. We do got some villains. There's Jafar. I see Iago again. But none that we need. Also, Queen of Hearts is there. But no Dr. Facilier, no Oogie Boogie, no Lady Tremaine. Yeah. All right, let's keep moving. Okay, so nothing on the pin board for our bingo card at the pin station. Let's start walking towards Festival of the Lion King. We have a refreshment cart coming up, and then next to the refreshment cart is Mariah's Souvenirs. No relation to Mariah Carey. So here's a look at the refreshment cart by Festival of the Lion King, and I don't see anything that we need. No Lady Tremaine, no Oogie Boogie, no Dr. Facilier, the Hyenas, Shun Yu, none. All right, so now let's check Mariah's Souvenirs. Again, no relation to Mariah Carey. Well, my friends, Mariah's Souvenirs didn't have a pin board. And again, no relation to Mariah Carey. And no pin board. So no relation to Mariah Carey and no pin board. So just all no's for Mariah today. But that's okay. Let's start heading towards Pandora, the world of Avatar. Now here by Festival of the Lion King, they sometimes have pin boards out. Doesn't look like we have one right now, so we're gonna scoot and boot over to Pandora. And then there is a refreshment cart as you're like headed towards the bridge. I'll show you, but sometimes they have a pin board, so hopefully it's open today. So this is the walkway to Pandora. It's gonna spit you out like in the back entrance of Pandora, but here is the refreshment cart, which is currently not open. But if it was, they would have a pin board. So just always check here if you're coming to Animal Kingdom. And we made it into Pandora. Let's head to Wind Traders and see if the pin board is available. Now I'm doing pin bingo and I'm looking for these villains. I don't see any here. The Shun Yu is gonna be from Mulan.
You might have 2 bingos already, 3.
So I want to get full board bingo where every square is covered, because if I do, I get to buy whatever I want with no price limit. So I want to get full board bingo.
And you have something in mind for that, don't you?
Yeah. There's a whole Zootopia collection. I'm a Zootopia fan.
Oh, yes, you have Officer Hops with you.
Yeah. Nothing on the pin board. The pin board was outside today, and the cast member who was handling the pin board, good vibes, good energy. I like her. She was very invested in our pin bingo. But sometimes there are pin trading cast members hanging out here in Wind Traders, so let's see if we can find one. So we did spot a pin trading cast member here in the Wind Traders, but unfortunately, no villains. So nothing at Wind Traders. Uh-oh, my friends. We still got 5 more pins, and we are nearing the end. We got another refreshment cart here in Pandora. Let's see if the pin board is available. So the pin board is available here at the refreshment cart in Pandora, across from the bathrooms. There's a Gaston and Jafar, but we already got those 2 villains. So nothing for our bingo card. That's a wrap on Pandora. We didn't score anything in here for our bingo card. Now, we're gonna head towards like Pete Safari. We have Tiffin's on our left that has a pin board. There's also a refreshment cart, there's a DVC, and then we also have another refreshment cart closer to Pete Safari, and then one more guest experience team. So it is possible to score our final 5 pins here, but we would have to find at least 1 pin on each board, which we are about to. This is going to happen. I need this to happen. Do you know, out of all the times we've ever played pin bingo, we've only ever won once. So we need to win today. Tiffin's is on our left, but the refreshment cart is on our right. Let's see. So here's the pin board at the refreshment cart. Now I do see some villains. Lotso is a villain, but he's not on our bingo card. Evil Queen we already got. Ursula we already got. And that's it. Nothing for our bingo card here, my friends. Let's keep moving. Let's try Tiffin's. Uh-oh, friends. Tiffin's did not have a pin board today. Oh boy. Okay, let's try the Disney Vacation Club counter. This is the pin board at the DVC counter. Okay, come on, please. Whose silver is that? Oh, that's Donald. Alice, Mike Wazowski, Pinocchio, Geppetto, Violet. Nothing we need. Alrighty. Okay, we got 2 more pin boards left. A refreshment cart by Pete Safari and the guest experience team. I need a miracle right now. I need a miracle. I would have to find 2 pins at each board and run into a friend who watches, all in these next 30 seconds. Please, I really wanted to buy everything from that Zootopia collection. So here's a look at the pin board at the refreshment cart. I see Minnie with a bob, Queen Icon, Grand Supreme. No villains though. No villains. All right, we got 1 more stop. So we're headed to the guest experience team. Nothing on that pin board. But at the guest experience team, there's a pin board and then 2 cast members standing there with lanyards. Maybe. All right, so here's a look at our final pin board, and nothing. That's a wrap, my friends. Well, my friends, we didn't get full board bingo, but it was a good time. We did get regular bingo. We actually got quite a few, so we only needed 5 more pins for full board bingo. But at least we get to get a little blind box treat and open it up together. So we have been working on the Adventureland blind box every time we get regular bingo. From that set, we have Pluto, Chip and Dale, and I believe 1 more. I have to see the box so I could recall. But let's head over, pick up the blind box, and just, I guess, stare at the Zootopia collection and cry a little. Yeah, I think we deserve a good cry all together. I'm okay. So let's pop into Discovery Trading Company and pick up our blind box for Score and Bingo. So here are the blind boxes and, oh, ding, ding, ding. The Adventureland blind box is available. Alrighty, friends, we picked up the Adventureland blind box. Here's a look at who comes in this set. From this set, we already have the Chip and Dale pin. We also have the Pluto one, and we have the Stitch. We opened this twice, and now this will be our third time. And our second time opening it, we ended up getting a duplicate of the Pluto key pin. So hopefully we can score 2 new ones right here, right now. This blind box was $22.99. Then with my annual pass discount, it brought it to $19.36, I believe. Somewhere around there. And again, there are 2 pins in here. 1, 2. Okay, and our first one out is Elastigirl. And we have, Jesus, another Stitch. What is happening? So now we got a duplicate of Stitch. And the next one we have is, okay, yay, a new one. Orange Bird. Sweet. So now we have 4 from this set and 2 duplicates, so that's okay. Because anytime you do these, you get a duplicate, you can use it, trade later down the line. All is well. You know what I mean? That's the silver lining whenever you're opening up a blind box. You got it, just trade it down the line. Now, friends, I am pretty sad that we didn't get full board bingo because I really wanted to buy all those Zootopia items that I showed you earlier in the video, but we didn't get full board bingo. And I don't care because I bought it anyway. Let me show you what we got. So, I bought the party animal hat, which is super cute. Needed that. Also got the Better Zootopia t-shirt because, hello, I needed it, and it's purple. So good, so good. And then I also got the party animal crew neck with flash. Needed that too because it matches the hat, and I can't have the hat and not the crew neck, right? And I couldn't get the crew neck and not have the hat. It's kind of like they go together. So yeah, fully crashed out. And even the cast member was like, uh-oh, you're crashing out on the Zootopia merch. And I was like, I know. And then as he said that, I looked behind him and there was a brand new Zootopia pin just swinging there, dangling, which was a Disney Store exclusive, completely sold out. Walked in, straight up, just sitting there. It is the Zootopia 2 pin. And I believe this is limited edition, right? Maybe not. Celebrating Disney pin trading 25 years. Yeah, it is a limited edition. All right, limited release? Limited release. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? I had to get it. I truly had to get it. So we did end up crashing out. I got all the stuff that I wanted to. You know what? I figured today was a really, really good pin bingo day. We got a lot of help from friends who watch. Cast members were very invested. I couldn't let the people down. I felt horrible not winning, so I got everything. Okay, now there is one more thing I want to do before I let you all go. Here at Animal Kingdom, they opened Better Together, which is the attraction. And they also released some little snacks and treats that I haven't tried yet. So there is a like donut macaroon for Clawhauser. I want to go try that. It's over by the Flame Tree Barbecue. So let's try that and then we'll close out this video. Today was a good day. Today was a very, very good day. And also, I'm dragging out this video a little bit longer because I've been running into little kids who watch my videos and they tell me that they watch the videos before bedtime. And I did promise them that I'll start making the videos maybe just 5 to 10 minutes longer so that way they can stay up a little extra later. All right, let's go get the Zootopia treat. Okay, so I made it to the area where they sell the Zootopia merch. Sorry, the line is long. I'm trying to rush. Bunny Burrow Brew for $5.99. Clawhauser Big Donut Macaroon. We're getting both. So I got my Zootopia themed foods. They had a Judy Hopps Bunny Brew, which looks promising. The cast member told me, shake it up, Chicago. You gotta shake it up. I also got the Clawhauser donut, which looks really good. Sorry, I put my little thumbprint right there, but it was perfect when I got it. Okay, let's give this a try. So I do want to start off with the Clawhauser donut. It's a macaroon, like a chocolate macaroon. Ooh, it is really like soft. Oh, yep, I just cracked it a little bit. Oops. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, Happy Zootopia Day. Wow. I think there's a raspberry in here. Feels like there's like a hint of raspberry. Oh, that's really great. Oh yeah, I like that. That is good. The chocolate is not like super rich where it's too sweet. I mean, it is sweet, but it's not like overwhelmingly sweet. And the raspberry kind of like cuts that like chocolatey richness in half too. So that's why it doesn't feel as like intense. Oh, I like this. And then the texture of the macaroon, it's really good. Yeah, you can see that raspberry in there. This is great. I like this. This was only $5, right? Yeah, $5 and some change. The whole thing, all this together was $12.76. So not horrible. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And I'm not just saying that because it's Zootopia. I actually do like that. Now, cold brew time. You know our history with the cold brew has not been great at times. I really hope this one is good because it is Zootopia, but if it's not, I will let you know because I'm always honest. Presentation I think is super cute. It's topped with whipped cream, and then there's these little blue tiny balls which look like little tiny blueberries. I guess to go with the theme of carrot farming Judy, there is also a little candy carrot right here at the top, right there. Let's give it a really good mix. The cast member said you have to mix it up. Whoa, whatever is at the base, that creaming, it's thick. That is a thick, creamy something there. Come on, please be good. I need to like this. But if I don't, I will be honest, and I will tell the people watching around the world. Judy, your coffee better be good. I'm assuming they did use Joffrey's coffee, which I said in each review that we've done for one of these. I don't think Joffrey's coffee is the way to go, just because Joffrey's coffee to me is too light of a roast for this style of drink. A Starbucks cold brew is always great. I've never once had an issue with a Starbucks cold brew. Okay, I feel like that's a decent mix. Here we go. There's a bitterness somewhere in here. I'm not sure if it's the coffee. It does taste like blueberry. That creamy thing at the base is very sweet. Almost like pudding-like or condensed milk. Condensed milk is what it tastes like. Oh man, I got a blueberry caught in the straw. Man, the straws are the worst. Look at the condensed milk. It's just stuck in there. These blueberries keep getting caught. Oh, they're crunchy. Okay, I don't hate it, but I'm also not like, oh, this is amazing and I gotta get this every time I come to Animal Kingdom. It is not the worst cold brew that we've had, but it ain't the best either. It's very, very sweet, and the blueberry is very overpowering. That's all you really taste. You just taste sugary blueberry. I mean, I just don't think it goes well together. Yeah, I don't love this. Yeah, skip this, my friends. Skip that. Don't get that. That's not good. But get this. This is good. This is really good. Alrighty, friends, that is going to do it for our time here at Disney's Animal Kingdom playing Pin Bingo. Great time. We ran into a lot of friends who actually helped out with the Pin Bingo, so that was lovely. Did we get full board bingo? No. But did we get the Zootopia merchandise that we wanted? You bet your bottom dollar we did. We certainly did. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. You can follow me on every single social media platform at WDW Kevin. I am the cockroach of the internet. You can find me just about everywhere. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.